Hey, how's it going? davidinark here. Hope you're having a great day, and if not, then maybe this will help lighten the mood a little bit. I'll tell you what we got today. We've got 16 vehicles that are all going to go down the ski jump arena. Now, the kicker about this is this is all footage from the ski jumping tournament. These are all the vehicles we have not done yet. There's no overlays. There's none of that kind of stuff. Frankly, this stuff has been sitting in my to-do box for so long, and it just wasn't getting done. Speaking of, that's just not getting done. The poor dragster pigeon slamming short of landing in the zone. But I did run into the sidewall there, so we're going to give this dude another opportunity. But anyhow, we're going to walk through a bunch of these vehicles that we are going to send down the ski jump arena. Now, this is the revamped one. Oh, we just lost so much speed coming into the lead off for that jump. We still fell short anyway. Well, that is a bummer. All right, so let's just move on to the next vehicle here. See what we got. Here we go. This is the Pessima, and I believe this is the 80s version. Maybe that's the 90s. No, that's got to be 80s. Yeah, that's the 80s version Pessima in powder blue, no less. So there we go, heading down the ski jump to see how far it goes. Now, if you have not seen any of the other videos in this series, I will give you a rundown. Look at that. Just see how, man, just completely slammed into the ground that was. Oh, barely up over. And that is going to hit at about the 120 meter mark. So essentially what the idea behind this whole challenge was that we would send different vehicles. Oh, he is up over. Can he stay in? No, he is out of the loop. Send them down the ski jump arena. When they land, they get so many points for where they land. So 120 meters, 120 points. Then they get points added to the distance based on where they stop along the way. Now, that poor dude, unfortunately, he flipped himself up out of the landing zone, and so that's actually a 0. So he would end up with just 120 points. Here is the 90s Pessima. This one is the Turbo Burger, and so we're gonna take a quick little tour. By the way, that's something I do in every single one of these. When I bring the vehicle in, we do a roughly 360 degree walk around of the vehicle before sending it to its demise. Oh, I also forgot, after it skids along the way and when it finally stops, you'll notice that there is the damage meter over by the speedometer, and we subtract the percentages, whatever that percentage is, we subtract that as a whole point, as a whole number. Well, not a whole number, but we use the percentage rather than the actual number of deformities. We use the percentage and subtract that from the total score. At the end of the day, they're all ranked and winner takes all. Look at there, crossing over 1,200 meters and, ooh, even 1,300. I was not paying attention, so I have no idea where it landed. Okay, I will say skidding along the roof is a great strategy. Look at that. I mean, he slid for hundreds of meters on the roof, ultimately coming to rest at 1,400. And then we would subtract out the percentage down there. Was at 6.88 and 0.36. We would add those together, subtract that out, go from there. Anyhow, this is the Pessima, and this is the Carabinieri. I think that's how you say that. Something close to that anyway. It's the police one. That's what I'm trying to say. We're going to send this little dude down the hill. Now, part of this competition, when I was originally making it with my original ideas, is I could accelerate. I'm doing the acceleration as it comes down the hill. I am not steering. The vehicle is doing that on its own. And then also, once it reaches the launch point, I let go of everything. I let go of the keyboard and let the vehicle do what it's going to do. Now, in this particular case, because it lost control on its own, then what I allowed myself to do was take control of the vehicle in terms of steering. That did not work at all. This had a little bit of trouble getting the Piccolina to cooperate with the ski jump arena. I don't know exactly what was going on, what's happening, but come on. It's so hard to control. Nope. That is not going to work either. So we're going to give this another shot. Let's just see. Oh, I know what I did. So if after 3 attempts the vehicle was just too busy wigging out, then you'll notice I turn off the engine and I put it in neutral and just let it coast down the hill and see if that gets us anywhere. And in this particular case, it absolutely does. Now, do we get up over? Oh, we slammed into the ramp. That is so sad. Oh, we didn't even make it to the landing zone. That would have been a big fat 0 in the tournament. That's a DNF. And we got banding to go with it. So we're going to have a little trouble out of the next one as well, I'm pretty sure, because this is the D-Series Sport. No, this is the track version, the D-Series track version. And I will tell you the number one issue that I ran into with a lot of these vehicles, especially the high-powered ones, is the back ends would just slide out. Okay, actually, this one's doing just fine. What? Oh, heck no, this one's doing great, man. Oh, here we go. Let's just take a look. Wow, look at that landing. So that would be a 220 because it technically landed before the 240 mark. And now it is just sliding along. Again, I am not doing any acceleration or anything. As a matter of fact, my keys are off the keyboard altogether, and I'm just using my mouse to change the camera angle and play around with the different views. This dude is just cruising along. I did not see... there we go. So 1,300 and 1,400. We're just rolling. We're still going 50 miles an hour. So we will cross at least another one. There's 15. Wow. Man. Oh my gosh. The D-Series track version just absolutely going to town. Look at that, man. Still 30 miles an hour, 1,700. So let's see. Based on my memory of kind of how these things went, we're probably going to cross 1,900 and probably not make it to 2,000. Now, you see how it's going off to the side here? That's that's gravity and the problems with the vehicle and whatever else you want to call it. It is doing it on its own. Now, what's interesting about this kind of thing is a lot of times what I was seeing, oh, no, this one's going to stop, but a lot of times the vehicles would end up kind of going up the ridge and then gravity pulling them back down, and they would actually extend their finish even further. Not in that particular case. Up next, we got the Sunburst, and this is the off-road edition in bright yellow. I was going to say in white. I don't think that's actually supposed to be white. I think that's weird glare color. That's weird lighting with the map itself. Yeah, it's all yellow. All right. Here we go. The question is, will the spoiler on the back, are the fins going to help us or hurt us? Let's find out. Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous. What a gorgeous jump. I love a beautiful arc. Oh my gosh, we are sailing. What? Oh, that was probably just short of the 400 mark, but I mean, that's got to be pretty close to 400. Now, the big problem, of course, is that we've lost one wheel and all of the other wheels have locked up. So this bad boy is just sliding across the ice. Now you'll notice that the speedometer says 0, but there's the airspeed indicator, which is the actual speed that the car is traveling, and that was going like 30, 40 miles an hour. And that was not a bad run. Not a bad run at all. Way to go, man. All right, so here we go with the SBR all-wheel drive. Yeah, all right. In polar white. I don't know if that's the color. We're just going to call it polar white, because why not? Yeah, I'm kind of bummed that the series itself never really finished, and that's all on me. It just, things got in the way, and I've got all this footage laying around, and so I wanted to get it out there and share it with you guys. I will. Come on. Oh, look at there. A little over the 300 mark. Oh, he is sliding sideways. No wheels on that side. He does have both wheels on the passenger side. We'll see if this helps or hurts. Just now passing over the, that was probably the 1,000 mark, I would guess. Yeah, because there's 1,200. See, there's an example where the vehicle ended up running up the side and then gaining momentum on the way down. So cool. I love the physics in this game. Oh, are we going to do it again? We are at 1,400 meters. Now, I'm going to assume we're not going to make it to 15. Or are we? Oh, come on, man. There we go, 1,500. I'm so excited for these vehicles. It's been so long since I've seen this footage that, oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Whew, man. Anyway, what I was going to say was that I do plan to restart this tournament and pick it back up again. It was a whole lot of fun, especially using having drivers' names and what have you. To me, anyway, I enjoyed that so much. So my apologies to my channel backers who were a part of this tournament. They all got to choose which car they wanted to drive, or most of them did. So I will do that again as well. Channel backers, channel members, Patreons, you guys will be allowed to pick your driver name if you want it to be different than your supporting name. Oh, I actually thought it was going to miss, and then no, not at all. Ouch, that's painful. I laugh, but I really shouldn't, because man, that's very, very painful. The other names in the tournament were just made up. I used a name generator and randomly made up some names. So there you go. How about a bolide Polizia? So that's right. Got the Popo cruising down the ski jump. And of course, that's always one of my favorites. Anytime we have a police car taking part in destructive action, I don't know what it is. And actually, it doesn't have to be a police car. It's any type of vehicle that's got a beacon or light bar. I don't know why. I'm twisted, man. Oh, there we go. Flipping over, end over end. Oh, and that was great. Oh, just shy of 300. Now, the bolide, taking a cue from the earlier vehicle, sliding on its roof, and actually adding a little spin action. That's right, we're doing a little pirouette. So you slide across the ice. Oh, it's probably not called that in, like, whatever, I don't know, figure skating or whatever. I have no idea. But anyhow, 1,400 meters. I believe we can make it to 1,500. Yeah, there it is. 1,500 meters. Coming to a stop. Oh, man. This game is awesome. It is just so cool. So many things you can do. So much fun you can have. Oh, yeah. Here we are with the Wendover. And this is the street-tuned edition. Look at this bad boy. I love the white. I don't know if the wheels are actually blue. We'll find out here in just a minute. No, they're not. That's all that lighting. The lighting is really weird at the top of the hill. I think it'd be pretty cool if the wheels had been blue, just, you know, for the sake of argument. Look at there, 194 miles an hour. Woo, that front end definitely was coming down. And just shy of 180. It might have actually crashed at the 180 mark. Kind of hard to say. Well, this is a unique approach. Sliding on the side. Was it going to end up on the roof? No, we're just going to slide sideways. What is this? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Uh-oh. Well, now we're sideways here. I just wanted to fall over. I don't care either way. Oh, are we going to make it? Yep, there it is. What was that? 1200, I believe. That is such a weird thing to watch. The vehicle spinning on its side, sliding forever down. Well, not forever, obviously, but a decent amount on the landing zone. Up next, oh yeah, how about the Widgeon? And this one is, if I remember correctly, this is the Sprint version of the Widgeon. I just think the whole concept of the Widgeon is so cool to me, and it's so wild that on several on several Reddit posts and Facebook groups and what have you, we've seen the actual vehicle that this was modeled after. Okay, now that's about 130 off the takeoff. There's just no way. That's not. Yep. That's what I thought the Burnside was going to do. No, it did not. And still managed to go 220 meters, just didn't hit the landing zone. You hate it, but it happens. And if you don't hit the landing zone, it's a DNF. So unfortunately, that one did not qualify to move on. Then we move on to, speaking of moving on, the Wentworth Highway Edition, because there ain't nothing like having a bus go down a giant ski jump to see how far it goes. I don't even know. Oh, look at there. The bottom rubbed a little bit on that curve. I don't know what this is going to do. We're going to blow the engine, that's for sure. Oh, no, we didn't. We managed to hit the bottom before we blew the engine, and whoa. Oh, I thought the back end was going to hit. Wow, that was not very far at all. Was that like maybe 120, maybe 140? But it did end up on its roof. So we will see how far this thing slides upside down along the iced landing. All right, I'm going to guess, well, we're still going 80-something miles an hour according to the airspeed. So that's 1,600 coming up. And then we've got 17. Yep, we're going to cross 17. Look at that. Can we make 18? Do I hear 18? 1,800. Do we have 18? There it is, 1,800 meters. Are we going to hit 19? Oh. Come on. Keep going. And yes, we crossed the 1,900 mark barely. Well, I say barely. I mean, the whole thing got across. Just the end, as long as any part of the vehicle was touching the line, it counted. But I just wanted everybody to know we got 1,900 under our belt. All right, so how about an H series? This is the H25 four-wheel drive Vanster. Now, it's not one of the biggest, baddest Vansters, but it's also not, a baseline Vanster either. So it's got some decent stuff behind it. It is four-wheel drive, so it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. Uh-oh. We're catching air, but we are turning slightly. Oh, this is off to the side big time. I think that might have been 220. That was kind of hard to tell. Again, though, another vehicle on the roof as it comes along, sliding down. Now, we got to be careful. We don't want to go up too high. Okay. You don't want to go too high up on the sides, because if you go up and over, then there is zero distance. And we saw a lot of that in the actual tournament itself. We've seen it once here so far, I believe, crossing over 1,700 meters. I don't think we'll make 18. I think we'll probably... Oh, I'm wrong. Wait, am I? Am I wrong? Oh, we are going to see 18. Okay. I did not think we would make it to 18. Definitely not 19, but I really did not think that it would scrape through 18, but it did. So, surprise, surprise. Vanster, upside down, 1,800 meters. Oh, man, just so much fun. All right, so we've got just a couple of vehicles to go. This one is the Hopper Off-Road. We'll see how this vehicle does going down the ramp. Now, I've got a feeling this one's going to be a little hard to control when it gets up to speed. No, we're good. Look at that. Okay. Taking off at about 145, maybe 148, somewhere in there. Oh, back end sinking down. That was the just shy of the 200 meter mark. The back end just flopping open in the wind, and this bad boy is just heading down the landing zone. Okay, I'm very curious to see how far this goes. Now, granted, it would definitely go farther. Really, a couple of things are going to hold this back. One is that it did not get a great distance on the landing, the initial landing itself. The other thing is that it's still in first gear, so the fact that it's still in gear, and again, I'm not messing with any of this, so it's in gear, that's actually going to hold back the distance. If the engine would shut off, or if the vehicle were in neutral, this thing would probably just keep on rolling. As it is, what was that? I think it was the 1,500 mark, coming down off of that curve on the side. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, is that 19? So it's 2,000. So that was 1,900 back there. Sorry. Can we get 2,100? Come on. And there it is. 2,100. I don't think we'll be able to hit 22. I think we're about to, stall out right there. Look at there, though. 2,100 meters. That is crazy. Look how far we are. Not just from the landing, but from where we took off. Absolutely crazy. Up next, we've got the Romer Diesel V8 LXT35. So this is an LXT, so it's an extra long version of the Romer. It's also diesel. I'm not sure how that is going to come into play here. It may not at all. I have no idea. We're going to find out. Okay, we are definitely getting some speed. All right, come on. Oh, taking off at about 148. That's definitely enough to get over the lip. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Yep, that is right at or just shy of the 200. That seems to be a common landing zone for many of the vehicles here today as we watch the Romer slide along. I do want to say special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, LosWilko, Connie C, Zachary, 7220 Gamer, and the Maestro of Madness for supporting the channel on Patreon and through channel memberships. Thank you so much. As always, thank you so much for checking this out, for tuning in. Got something you want me to try? Any other questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comments section below. And I'm afraid I can't read the numbers on the road. I don't know what that says. I can't. Oh, and we just slide over the line. And I think that's 1,900. I believe that's 1,900 meters. As we move into the final vehicle of the day, that's right. It's the T-Series T75 Long Haul Special. Because if you can't send a big rig down a ski jump to see how far it goes, what can you do? Anyway. Oh my gosh. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I have no idea why this is not making any noise. Why is there no sound for this vehicle? Or at least as I'm narrating. It's very possible that it's still processing the videos. In fact, I'm looking, and that's probably what it is. Anyhow, here we go. T-Series to land at 320, it looks like. And what a mess that is as it comes sliding in. Once again, I'm davidinark. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this kind of rough cut footage from the Ski Jump Arena Championship. And again, I will have this going. We'll fire this up again when I get some time to concentrate on it. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.